Okay. I don't think this cartoon's going to be done in time for Halloween. Something tells me I'm not going to be able to finish in less than 5 days. But I will push forward anyway. And if it's late, it's late. Whatever. I mean, it's already very late. Okay. Okay. So today we're going to work on this whole sequence. Let's turn the audio off. We're going to work on this whole sequence. And hopefully we'll be making good things. So first, let me make all of these gray. There we go. That way I can just draw over it in black. And then later turn it into blue. A man once tried climbing Trump Tower with suction cups. Yeah, I know. That's what the Pymation's animation was based on. Suction Cup Man is coming round. His sucking powers have no bounds. Fuck you, I'll climb your tower. Look at me go. I can't do a good suction cup man, but, you know. Okay. So first we're going to do a little loop where he's, like, walking. A little Simpsons overbite there. Stupid little nose right there. Little bitch nose right there. Stupid little shit bitch nose. I joined the stream and immediately heard stupid little shit bitch nose. You're welcome, quackers. I know, I'm a comedic genius. This is slightly inaccurate. I know that Chris's stupid little scarf goes over his right shoulder, but we see his left shoulder now, so we're cheating it a little bit. It's going over his left shoulder. This is the song that might play when you shoot Sans in the face and he dies and his family members are all crying. Just Papyrus crying, yeah. No, Gasser doesn't care. He hates the little shit. He's a bad father. Okay, let's make this invisible. Convert that to a symbol because we're going to loop it. And really what we're going to do here is just kind of loosely trace the previous frame with some differences to, you know, not make it seem like I just traced the previous frame. You're supposed to, like, rough this out before you actually go about animating it, but, like, fuck it, you know? Smooth that out. There we go. Do 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 boo boo do 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 do. Da 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 da. Kanye likes it in the booty, fingers in his booty ass bitch. Kanye West, he likes big fingers in his ass. Do 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 do. Humor Sue says, Saudi Arabia. Yes, that is a country. You have successfully named a country. Thank you. Matt, remember when you put your face on stream for a few seconds? Yeah, it turns out I don't like my face very much, so I don't stream with my face anymore. Because I have a tendency to look up at the screen and see my own face and get angry because I have a horribly unattractive face. The solution to that was just to stop showing my face on stream. What the fuck? Oh. Would have been a few years ago now. I've had body dysmorphia since I was about 17 or 18, so the fact that I even show my face at all was pretty incredible, not gonna lie. Yeah, have a good night, Cameron. It's so quiet and ominous when it's just you. See how that looks on threes. think I like that on 3s. Let's add a couple more frames here to see if okay, I like that. I like that timing, but I don't know if I like it, the fact that it's on 3s. That's a pain in the ass. So if I did it with this timing on 1s, I would have to draw 1, 2, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 new frames. Oh, that's not so bad. Yes, I'm aware, Humor Sue. My viewership numbers have fallen drastically in the last few years. Trust me, I knew about that. This has not somehow slipped by my attention. When the Twin Souls first came out, I was getting like 30, 40 people a stream. And then as time went on, I became less and less relevant. Now I'm back to where I was when I started. Armor is hard to animate. That's why in this shot you can barely see any of Chris's armor. It's all covered by his hair. In the next scene, Chris gets a new outfit that doesn't have armor, so he'll be a little easier to animate. They all get new outfits. Chris, Susie, Lancer, Rousey, and Noelle. They're all getting outfits, new outfits rather. Because I like redesigning characters. So everyone gets a redesign. How are you, Mr. Matt? I got the interview at the community college. It's a virtual one still, though I am closer to getting a better life. That's good, Connor Thompson. I'm glad. Glad to hear that. Free food or free clout? What do you mean by free clout? Like, are you asking if I want to have all my viewers back? Because I'll take that over free food. I can pay for food. I can't pay for popularity. Any plans tonight? I plan to do this stream. I don't make plans anymore because I don't have friends to make plans with. Not even with Anthony. Anthony lives in Alabama. Besides which, I can't afford to make plans because this cartoon, I have a deadline. I have a deadline for the 31st. That's what I told everybody this cartoon would be done on. And it's not going to be done on the 31st. So I need to get it as done as possible before the 31st so that I can at least say, look, it's mostly done. Just give me a few more days and people don't yell at me. Time is money. Not when you're a YouTube animator, it's not. You don't make money from this. Honestly, Humor Sue, there's nothing I'd rather be doing than this, which is why I'm frustrated with my life kind of right now, because what I do for a job is not this. I honestly, genuinely wouldn't even care if I was barely scraping by doing this. Constantly living paycheck to paycheck, that would be fine. But I can't even do that. So I have to have a well-paying real job. Thank you, Connor Thompson, for the $3. Okay, I should probably specify, I was not whining about money just now. I'm doing perfectly fine. It's just that because I don't make very much money making animation, I have to spend all my time at a real job, which means that I have less time to make animation. So, you do not ever have to give me your money. Nobody does. What can $3 get me a free frame GIF? Well, this walk cycle so far is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 frames. It's taken me about 40 minutes to do so far. So that would be, if I finish this, that would be probably about an hour of work. Well, see, here's the thing, Humor Sue. Even when I was animating for YouTube like full time, which I did when I was 18, I still didn't make any money doing it. So, as an animation man, do you ever cringe when games frame drops? So the way that frame rates work in video games, character animations are done usually at like they're timed out a certain way, usually at like 24 to 30 frames a second. And then for higher frame rates, it just it expands that timing and then interpolates additional frames in between. So it's not frame droppage doesn't really impact the animation all that much unless it goes below about 24 is what you want to aim for in terms of animation. And even if it's 2D animation, if it's 3D animation, 24 is usually what you want to aim for. If it's 2D animation, 12 is usually fine. But so frame droppage in games, saying for games like, oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So frame droppage for games it doesn't impact the quality of the animation. It impacts the quality of your overall visual experience, but the animation itself is not really impacted because so let's say, for example, let's say you're playing a game and your character has a walk cycle. So the first step is 1 frame, which is right here. The second step is 1 frame, which is right here, and the third step is 1 frame, which is right here. So I'm explaining this terribly, but so the game always knows that the first step happens first, the second step happens after X amount of seconds, and the third step happens after X amount of seconds. And what happens is again, it's usually animated at 30 frames a second, usually, and then at higher frame rates. So this spacing at 60 frame rates is about half as long, or sorry, at 60 FPS, this spacing is about half as big. So if you were to literally translate, so let's say I did this at 30 FPS. If you were to literally translate it to 60 FPS, it would be more like this in terms of spacing. You don't want that. So what games do is it'll just add new frames in the middle to increase, with increases in the frame rate, and it does that again and again and again for however high the frame rate is. It's why GTA 5, which was made for consoles that ran at 30 frames per second, so yeah, GTA 5 was made for consoles that ran at 30 frames a second, and then it got ported to PC and started running at 60 FPS. They didn't reanimate the cutscenes for it. The cutscenes just, the animations had more frames added in between. And that's relatively simple to do with 3D animation, because 3D animation is less about frames and more about data points. Is QWOP a way to do frame by frame? So QWOP, so let's just say this is our little QWOP figure, right? For QWOP, each body part is a symbol that just moves around the screen. So if he were to wave his arm, it's not a different drawing. It is literally the one graphic for the arm is just rotating like this. So QWOP was not frame by frame. Was work good today? It was okay. Not much happened. I had to go into a different store to pick up some chicken that was meant to go to my store. And when I was there, the front end manager there was like, "Oh yeah, I heard your bakery manager just died," and then she started shit talking her, and I was like, "Yo, she's like dead." And otherwise, work was pretty boring. Not much happens at my store. I run it's a big store, but it doesn't get very many customers. I don't actually know how it's still profitable. It does get customers, but they go through the self-checkout stations. So it's like a... Would you report that? Probably not. I'm not sure if anyone in HR would really care. I just hope because I used to work with the deceased's husband. We used to work the night shift together. So I just hope that talk like that doesn't reach him, because he's devastated right now, obviously. It's just a regular grocery store. I mean, we sell like seafood and stuff, but like that's it. It's just food. I am in a trash music phase. Road Vikings, Clutch, Nixon, American Hero. I don't know what that means. How is your cat? Jeter? He's still annoying and old. And he's based and red-pilled. Okay, just 2 more frames to go, and then I can copy it for the rest of the cycle. Only thing I can't copy is the arm, but that's fine. That takes like 2 seconds. It's 2 lines. And then I gotta shade this. Hey guys, don't ever try to improve your art. It just takes more time. I guarantee you, not a single person is going to give a rat's ass about the fact that the animation is better. They're just going to care that it took so long. This is what I was doing in high school instead of going to parties and getting laid. I think I went down the wrong path. I'm mostly joking. I was the ugly kid in high school. I wasn't getting invited to those parties anyway. This was about the only thing I could do. Okay. I'm not going to discuss my sexual history on this live stream with what I assume are mostly minors. That's what my YouTube analytics say. You're all good, Connor Thompson. I do not require money. I mean, I do, but not for this, is what I mean. Warning, low battery. What low battery? This tablet is not battery powered. It's connected to a power supply. What crack are you on, Wacom? I haven't used a battery-powered Cintiq in, like, a little over a year now. I ordered this to replace my old one, which was kind of dying, and this one is not battery. My old one was battery-powered, but this one's not, so I don't know why it keeps claiming to be, because it doesn't have a battery. Did you ever watch or enjoy the My Little Pony film? I have never seen it. I have no intention of watching it. That's cool if you're into that sort of thing, but I'm not. And to be honest with you, I never really was. Hello, Gabrielle. How are you doing today? I'm doing okay, I guess. I'm alive and not homeless and don't have COVID, so I guess that's something to be happy about. I see storyboard artists on Twitter, and a lot of them say the industry is too demanding. Do you agree? I don't know. I have never worked in the industry. I am not qualified to answer any questions about the industry. Matt, which chapter do you prefer, 1 or 2 in Deltarune? I prefer chapter 2. Chapter 1, I think, is really awkwardly paced and has a lot of problems, but chapter 2 was, like, almost perfect in every way. I think chapter 2 is better than both chapter 1 and Undertale. And I am excited to play future chapters, as they will no doubt improve upon chapter 2, just as chapter 2 improved upon chapter 1. Does chapter 1 need a remaking? No. Chapter 1 can stay as it is. I think that's the thing about episodic games, is that naturally the first chapter is usually going to be the weakest. And I don't think that Toby Fox should necessarily go back and change things. Although it is a little jarring that he seems to have ditched the concept of your choices not mattering as of chapter 2. Personally, I think that's like a meta commentary. It wasn't meant to be taken literally, but still. Please, Toby Fox, I just want to hear Seth Rogen say, "Do you want to have a bad time?" Please cast Toby Fox as Sans in the Undertale movie. one sucks. Odds for a 69 joke in chapter 6. I don't know. There was a titty joke in chapter 2, so maybe. Deltarune in general does seem a lot more adult than Undertale, which makes sense. The Undertale you're playing is like a twerpy little kid, so everything's very goofy and childlike. And Deltarune is still like immature and childish, but like in a more adult way, because you're playing as like a bunch of teenagers, and teenagers are like always horny and hormone ridden and shit and angsty and stuff like that. So Deltarune has more sexual humor, a little more angst if you look in between the lines, more potty language and stuff like that. I'm surprised they got away with saying titty in a T-rated game, though. Okay, see, now I don't like it on ones. Hang on, let's... What if I just, like, put that on 2s? So that it becomes a goddamn 25 frame walk cycle. Horny Noelle because she has antlers. Well, she was also just like very horny in certain parts. Like in general. Like there's like a weird joke in there where she's like, she gets turned on by the idea of like Susie like fucking stepping on her and fucking beating the shit out of her. take a shot every time Susie swears. You wouldn't be... It depends on what you consider a swear, I guess. But, you probably wouldn't get drunk that fast. Or even at all, because you'd be burning the alcohol off. Wasn't Rousey horny? Not really. Do you think Toby will release a physical Deltarune? Probably not. There's no reason to, really. Not in this day and age. Now I don't like this on twos, god damn it. Fuck, dude. Okay, nope, I don't want to convert this to a... Let's convert everything to a shape tween. Let's see what happens. Oh, that looks beautiful. I love that. Let's see how this 30 frame walk cycle looks when I turn it into a 20 frame walk cycle. A 24 frame walk cycle. It's too fast. I guess this will have to do. Let's take all these red bits out. Bro, Flash, what the fuck was that? I'm recording dialogue for this cartoon with Susie's actress, Susie slash Undine slash cat. You might be asking, Matt, why are all the women voiced by only like two people? There's like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 women voiced by two actors. Well, that's because I can't afford to pay more, and also because I'm legally forbidden from being in a 5-foot radius of most women. That's a joke for the record. The jury is still out. You might be wondering, Matt, how can you make sense of these onion skins? And the answer is I can't. I have no idea what I'm doing. I need to pee. So I will be right back. You know something? I grew out my beard because I was like, maybe I would be more attractive with a beard. And now that I've grown it out, I'm thinking, why did I do that? I am wearing a mask most of the time. Nobody's gonna see this. All they're gonna see is my forehead and my balding head, my receding hairline, and my gross, saggy, bagged eyes. Jesus Christ, it's windy. It gets really windy in Virginia during the winter. Matt, are there any new animation series that you enjoy watching? I like right now. I like Close Enough by J.G. Quintel. That's the guy that did Regular Show. I think they're getting a third season soon. I like what have I watched recently? Damn. Oh, I like The Ghost and Molly McGee. I think that one's cute, and it stars Dana Snyder, who is like my favorite voice actor ever, so that's a plus. That's a Shake from Aqua Teen Hunger Force, among other characters. Mung Doll and Chowder and such. I don't know entirely what Big City Greens is, but I kind of like it. I guess the best comparison is it's like Beverly Hillbillies, but for kids. I still watch The Simpsons pretty regularly. Oh, I really like Beastars. That's an anime. I don't normally really like anime all that much. I think it's all lame and melodramatic and fucking awkward and cringy. But I like Beastars a lot. It's like also awkward and melodramatic, but like what makes it different is like all the characters are aware that Legoshi is a fucking weirdo. So like when Legoshi goes on one of his little anime inner monologues, people are like, Legoshi, what the fuck are you doing? It's I think it's a great subversion of common anime tropes. I still like American Dad a lot. I think American Dad might be like Seth MacFarlane's best show, probably because Seth MacFarlane doesn't touch it very much. Whenever Disenchantment gets a new season, which happens like once every 700 years, that's a good watch. I love Disenchantment. Oh yeah, American Dad is leaps and bounds better than Family Guy. You're right, Family Guy is not hard to surpass, but American Dad is pretty good. Teen Titans Go is always a good watch. Although Teen Titans Go isn't really new. God, what do I like right now that's like actually new? Like I said, Ghost and Molly McGee, close enough. Disenchantment's a few years old now. Um, uh, mm, Big City Greens. I don't really watch TV all that much is the thing. B-Stars, mm, wasn't really a big fan of those Adventure Time movies. Um, oh, YOLO Crystal Fantasy. That one's like weird, but it's kind of funny. I like it a bit. Um, Smiling Friends. Whenever that comes out, I'm sure I'm gonna love that. Uh, that's the thing. A lot of what I've been watching is like old stuff. Like I've been watching a lot of old like Disney documentaries. Some of them is stuff that Walt Disney himself self filmed. Um, I I like there's this one that came out like maybe 10 or 15 years ago. It was called Waking Sleeping Beauty, and it's a documentary about the Walt Disney Animation Studio in like the 80s when they weren't really doing anything. It's a really interesting watch. Um, oh my god, I can't make any sense of this fucking. Okay. Animal Crossing music has gotten better. Um, I kind of prefer the bit crushed stuff from the original ones, but the funky beats are still there, and that's all that really matters. What is the worst animation studio? Um, Animation that's kind of broad, because like I could tell you what I think the worst like overseas studio is. That's digital emation, but I don't think people really consider that because all they do is clean up what that gets sent to them. That's not really like, I mean, it's an animation studio, but it's not like when people say animation studio, they don't they're not talking about the overseas studio. Um, I don't really know. I used to really despise Fox TV Animation because they the before like so until like 2016 or 17, Fox TV Animations uh only products were Family Guy, American Dad, and The Cleveland Show, which I love American Dad, but the animation is trash. It has some of the worst animation I've ever seen. Same with Family Guy and The Cleveland Show. Um, but they took over animation duties for The Simpsons from Film Roman, and I think they animate some of the best looking episodes like since the early Klasky Supo days. Um, I don't think there's really a worst animation studio because like they all bring something different to the table. Disney TV animation is consistently puts out. I guess like if we are also adding movie studios into that, I'm not really a very big fan of Illumination. I think a lot of what they make is very samey and like sanitized almost, and kind of like the iPhone. Like I think Illumination is like if Apple was an animation studio, like I think that's what Illumination would be. Um, the Problem Solvers makes me want to cry. Well, that's the problem with like saying, "Oh, I don't like this studio," because the Problem Solvers is done by the same studio that does like Regular Show. Two very different looking shows. It's all about the art direction and whatever. So you can't really like. It's not like you can't be like, because like with gaming companies, you could obviously be like, "Oh, yo, Ubisoft sucks." You know, Infinity Ward sucks because it's largely the same groups of people making all these terrible, shitty games. But when it comes to animation studios, the studio is like just kind of where stuff happens, and the actual creative leads are different people every time. So it's harder to say, "Oh, I don't like this studio," or "I don't like that studio," or "I don't like." That's why when I think of that, I think of like overseas studios like Digital Emation. Because like an episode of The Simpsons animated by ACOM looks different than an episode of The Simpsons animated by Rough Draft, which looks different than one animated by fucking like who does overseas work for The Simpsons? Hang on. I don't think inconsistency in animation is necessarily a bad thing. I think it gives some kind of humanity to the animation. I've always been a proponent of not. I've always been a proponent of not not strictly following model sheets and whatever. This sounds like our comment. No, they're showing up. It's just for some reason the streams like chat window sometimes is a little delayed. I'm not entirely sure why. On my end, I can see it as soon as it comes in. Matt, what is your favorite humor? I don't know. There's lots of humor. I like wordplay a lot. I don't like puns though. I like okay, actually I know what the answer to this is. I don't know what it's called, but I like I like so I like when you take like a mundane situation and turn it into something bizarre. Like Always Sunny does that a lot. Seinfeld kind of invented it almost. Regular Show, obviously, that was the whole premise. South Park. Like just like ordinary relatable situations that get way out of control to completely unrealistic proportions. That I like those a lot. What's the deal with toll booths when you gotta pay the toll booth and it doesn't take your money? I don't know. I have a transponder attached to my car that just pays the tolls for me, so I don't ever have to worry about that. Poo-poo versus fart jokes. I think visual depictions of poop are funny. But I don't generally think that fart jokes are all that funny. I think poop is funny. I don't think farts are funny. I don't know why. Poop is funny. So funny, in fact, that back when I was doing Thick Gaming, me and Dion and Chris were recording Doki Doki Literature Club, and we made a joke about stool that the Game Grumps later stole. We made a joke about they were standing on a stool and we were acting like it was like poop. And I thought it was so funny, I started, like, I was actually on Chris's floor of fucking cracking up. We had to stop recording so that I could stop laughing. Howdy, Michael.
I was about to ping you. I was gonna say, join the chat. Chris and Dion are gone now. It's safe.
No, I saw you were playing Back for Blood. I didn't want to interrupt.
Yeah, I figured that was the case.
Michael's here now. Matt, between Chris, Susie, Rousey, and Lancer, who likes poo-poo jokes?
It's Chris. He's always talking about how stinky people
are. I bet Rousey likes a good poop
Lancer,
joke.
honestly.
Yeah, Lancer probably really likes
Lancer seems immature enough to think poo-poo jokes are funny.
Nah, you don't get...
Dion's back. Now we gotta leave.
You avoid me, you little bitch. Don't work. I'll be here next time, I swear.
No,
right,
asshole.
Cool.
Dion.
Okay, I'm gone.
Dion, it was because you were playing Back for Blood. I didn't want to interrupt you.
You're a bitch. You're trying to duck, and I see you. I see you, bastard. Okay, I'm out of here.
Alright, later, Dion.
Doesn't Lancer make a poop splat noise when you click him in your inventory? Maybe.
What?
I've never clicked him in my inventory. Michael, welcome to the poo-poo joke TED Talk, says Connor Thompson.
Great. This is what I joined.
Poo-poo joke time. Dion must be that Chipotle soup.
Wasn't Dion punished for the Chipotle soup earlier? No, he just had a bad Chipotle burrito that wreaked vengeance on his soul.
Yeah. I've never, like... Actually, no, there's been one time that I've eaten a Chipotle burrito and immediately had to shit. It was because they gave me a burrito with, I think, spoiled ingredients. And so I ate it, and immediately my body was like, you should not have put that in your body. And then I got a refund on my burrito on the toilet. I was literally sitting on the toilet, fucking expelling demons from my asshole. And I was typing messages to, like, DoorDash support, like, yo, this burrito wasn't good. Can I get my money back, please? And they gave me my...
I want you to hold that. There's no way it made it through your system that fast. Must have been something else. I still can't believe that I have to finish Blitzball in fucking Final Fantasy X. I'm done with lightning bolts, I'm done with catching butterflies, I did everything besides Blitzball. And here I thought that would be the first thing I finished.
You shouldn't have let the AI rubber band to your level.
They rubber banded so hard. One match they're level 20, the next match they're level 25, and they're level 30, and I'm like, what happened? It's because one of my guys is level 50, and the rest of my team is level 20.
That's probably exactly why.
I mean, yeah, it's because you get XP when you do things, right?
Mhm.
So the best players on your team are doing the most things. So they just, all the XP will get funneled to them,
Oh, I
and
see.
then you'll have a lopsided team. Matt,
Mhm.
how does it feel now that people know that you ship Selphus?
But I don't though.
But that's what they think.
I mean, they can think whatever they want. I don't. I don't engage with the Undertale fandom, so
As far as the court of law is concerned, you ship Selphus and must go to jail.
Have you ever felt bad for any of the college athletes who went to the White House during the Trump administration when instead of a warm, hot meal, it was nothing but fast food? No, I didn't feel bad for them because they could have said no and just not gone. They didn't have to go to Donald Trump's house.
What?
He's talking about like when like Trump would invite a football team to the White House.
Oh.
And then sometimes the team would like decline his invitation and then he would get upset and tweet about how he's retracting the invitation because they're ungrateful.
I remember that, yeah. You're like, you're kind of a shithead. No, thank you. Then he tweets about how his penis does not, in fact, look like a deformed toadstool. Unprompted. No one was asking.
I always liked when he would say something crazy and then the press secretary would get asked about it at the next press conference and they would always be like, I don't know, I'll have to ask him. That was my favorite part of the Trump administration.
My favorite part was when he made a joke about police brutality, and they asked the press secretary about it. He's like, was he joking about police brutality? And she was just like, no, he was just making a joke, you know? So he was making a joke. What is this?
Connor Thompson mentioned Kofefi. You know, Kofefi really felt to me like he was in the middle of tweeting something and then like a staffer like wrestled his phone from his hand or something like that. Matt, would you accept an invite to Trump Tower for food and one night stay in a penthouse suite, but you have to animate Alphys and Undyne kissing with number 1 OTP? Under what circumstances would I accept
I feel like that's just a lose-lose.
Yeah. So you're saying that I have to go to Trump Tower and also I have to animate this thing that I don't care about for free. That's what you're saying. Free publicity from what? The alt-right? I don't want that.
All publicity is good publicity, some people say.
Oh, Trump is paying me. Well, if he's paying me, then sure, I'll do it. But I'm not going to go to Trump Tower for free. I don't care that it's big. You know what else is big? The Empire State Building. You know what's not owned by a psychopath? The Empire State Building. Trump's the one who sent you your first paycheck, right? Yeah, he is. My first YouTube paycheck was mostly money from the Trump campaign. Never forget, they paid me to eventually make fun of them.
Pretty good.
Look, I'm sure Trump Tower is a very nice place. I just don't like the man who owns it, and so would never, ever, ever want to go there.
Facts.
Like, I mean, Hitler probably lived in a really nice bunker. Would I want to stay in it? No. Not under any circumstances.
What if he was paying? Like the Trump Tower.
I don't think I would accept. I would like to think I wouldn't accept money from Hitler.
Yeah.
We would all like to think we wouldn't accept money from Hitler. What's your favorite Mario game? It's a pretty close tie between Super Mario Sunshine and Super Mario Odyssey. Sunshine, in my opinion, has the most broken fucking movement mechanics in the universe. But also, Sunshine itself is kind of broken. You ever played the fucking Chuckster level? Fuck that
I
guy.
love the Chucks.
When is this Raid Shadow Legends sponsored anime? Yo, if Raid Shadow Legends paid me money, I would do it. I would be worried if you got an incoming check from one Adolf Hitler. Yeah. You know, if I was getting mail from Hitler, I actually probably would be a little concerned.
Yeah, probably.
Sunshine is the Ubisoft of Mario games. No, it is not. You shut your fucking mouth. Oops, that was the wrong frame. Super Mario Sunshine is a masterpiece. I mean, except for the parts where it's not a masterpiece, like the Chuckster
Like
level.
the Pachinko levels.
Or the Pachinko levels. Or the level where you have to get the watermelon down the hill.
Oh, fuck that.
What I'm trying to say is Super Mario Sunshine is a mostly good game with a lot of bad parts that don't work. Matt, do you remember the Legend 27?
Of course we remember the Legend 27.
I don't think you ever forget the Legend 27.
Probably one of the most successful ads.
Yeah. Really, the flood just is what makes Sunshine so good, because I think Donkey said it best, is that in every Mario game, the movement is like carefully and meticulously fucking plotted out and play tested and whatever to feel as natural as possible while also existing within the limitations of like the play style. And Flood just completely bypassed that fucking phase of development.
It's great. You just start spinning.
Yeah.
Shooting on.
You can just fucking hover around, break the whole game. They don't care. What's worse, 100% Sunshine or 100% Yoshi's Island? I've never played Yoshi's Island.
What?
Yeah.
Well, 100% is not that hard.
So probably Sunshine then, because 100%ing Sunshine made me want to blow my brains out.
Oh my god, you gotta do the levels without flood?
Yeah.
With a terrible depth perception? No thanks.
The best feeling in the world is when your friend gets Smash Bros for Christmas and you beat him in every round. I wouldn't know.
He knows that feeling. On the other side.
I'm not very good at most fighting games, really, but more pertinently, I'm not very good at Smash Bros.
Because Smash is so easy. So when you're not good at it, you feel it extra hard.
The blue coins weren't that hard. So Matt, are you not a Smash Bro? Not really, no. I did start playing again when Sora came out, because Sora's a really fun character to play, but I'm still not very good at it. I'm getting owned a lot online. Blue coins were dumb and a bad idea since you couldn't track them on the map. Well, you can't track a lot of collectibles in a lot of games on the maps. I don't see people complain about it in like any other context. Because like that's like the point of collectibles. Is that you gotta find them and the map shouldn't tell you where they are. Banjo-Kazooie is a great example. That game was all about just collecting things, and that shit wasn't marked on any map.
I like the part where they delete your save file if you try to cheat twice. The first time's free.
GTA used to punish cheating in like the funniest way. The game wouldn't tell you that this happened, but if you use cheat codes, like one collectible would just despawn and then would never
Oh
respawn.
man, that's pretty funny.
So like people were like using cheat codes and getting to like 98, 99% completion and they couldn't find the last fucking collectible and they all thought their games were broken. Matt, should more games punish cheating? So, in the instance that I just specified, like, you can still beat all the GTA games with cheat codes. You just can't get 100% completion. I think that's a perfectly fine punishment. If you cheated, guess what? You don't get full credit. I don't think that games should become unwinnable if you're using cheat codes, because then, like, that defeats the purpose of the cheat code, right? But I think that the way GTA handled it, which was, again, just deleting certain collectibles from the map so that you could never ever get them, that was a pretty good way to do it. Matt, would you do a line of blow or yummy grass brownies and then art stream?
No.
No. I mean, like, if I was at a party and cocaine was in front of me, like, maybe, if everyone else was doing it, because I'm a very,
Weak.
yeah, I'm weak. But, like, I'm not then gonna go up in front of my audience and be like, yo, guys, guess what? Just did cocaine, art stream, let's go. Just like when I get high, I don't then stream afterwards, because that would be irresponsible. Well, yeah, if your game doesn't work and, like, cheat codes are the only way to progress, then I don't think you should punish the player for that. But also, you're kind of already punishing the player for having published such a broken game.
Yeah.
What always confused me is, so when I was a kid, I had like a little booklet of cheat codes for GTA. And then one time I played it without the cheat codes, and I was like, well, this is really easy. And I learned that, like, a lot of people are, like, super reliant on the cheat codes in those games, and I don't entirely know why, because GTA is not a difficult game by any stretch of the imagination. The only things that make the older ones difficult are, like, the terrible controls, which is not fixed by cheat codes. You know, I didn't think that this walk cycle would be 24 frames long. I didn't want this. It just kind of happened. What ends first, the COD series or Fortnite?
Yo, good question. Who knows?
I think both will be around until, like, civilization collapses, pretty much. Ah, crap. Fortnite will end first. Fortnite makes a lot of money. I don't think it's ending anytime soon. Like I said, I think both games will be around until civilization collapses in 5 years.
5 years.
Well, you know, like after Trump gets reelected.
Oh.
Michael, can you animate like Matt?
No.
No. I am the only one of my friends who is an animator except for Anthony and Michelle. God damn it. Matt, do you see another agenda from the left describing the splitting of the country if the right wins the upcoming elections? No. I mean, like, only one side has recently threatened to secede. When Trump got elected, the blue states didn't start saying, we're gonna secede. But when Biden was elected, immediately the chair of the Republican Party of Texas was like, we should secede. For the record, for as much as they talk about it, you wouldn't see the red states secede either, because, like, a very significant chunk of their economy relies on the blue states. Fuck. Oh shit, shit's just autofilling because Flash is breaking. That's why that's happening. Okay. This is Animal Crossing music, Anthony. This is the soundtrack to Animal Crossing New Horizons. A game which is fucking terrible because I can't get fucking Anka in my fucking town. I hate this game.
Just use the amiibo.
I don't have the amiibo.
Pirate the amiibo.
Anka used to be one of the villagers you would want to kick out immediately because she had the snooty personality. But the snooty personality was like super dumbed down. So she's not on the eviction list anymore. Matt won an amiibo card. I know where to get amiibo cards. I don't need people to send me amiibo cards. Simp. I like her design. Whoa, Flash ahoy. What are you doing? Oh god, is Flash crashing? This has been happening a lot lately.
When is Flash not crashing? Yeah, something weird is happening with Flash right now. Oh god. Oh my god, please, when was the last autosave? Please tell me the last autosave was like recent. I'm gonna fucking shoot myself if it wasn't. Thoughts on the reboot, on the Animaniacs reboots? I thought they were that it's cool and I like it a lot. I think it's very much still in the spirit of Animaniacs. Oh god, please. What? When was the autosave? No. No, you're fucking kidding me. This is from yesterday.
Oh, thank god. Okay. I was gonna fucking scream.
You know, save really safe often and whatnot.
Okay, I have to refill in some stuff, but that's fine. I'm fine with that as long as I don't have to fucking reanimate all the shading or the shot itself. Actually, now that I think about it, that would also be bad because this is 24 frames. This was 24 frames that I did today. I might need to update to a newer version of Flash again. I think it's getting to the point again where my files are getting too big for the version that I currently have. Have a good night, Gabrielle. Hey guys, here's a pro tip. If Flash ever starts doing that thing that it was doing earlier where it just like randomly fills in parts of the line art for no reason, you should probably save your file and relaunch. Because that usually means something bad's about to go down. Here's another pro tip. If you have a lot of RAM, Flash will use a lot of RAM.
It just takes.
For example, currently it is using a little over a gigabyte of RAM. I just launched it. Zuriel has a system with 64 gigabytes of RAM, and his Flash routinely uses up to 30.
Yeah.
It sees that it is there, and it says, well, I guess that's for me. Kind of like Chrome, actually. Which also just assumes that any RAM on your
It's there
system...
for the taking.
Yeah.
This is mine now, it says.
Matt, why does Adobe suck balls and rake up the RAM and shit? You know, Adobe programs are actually, by and large, pretty good at what they do. But, up until... They might have actually redone the code base recently. Because they did like an entire redesign of Animate. I think either in the last version or the version before it. I think 2020. But this program's code base is still pretty much like the original fucking Future Wave code base from 1996. So, you know, when you just add feature upon feature onto code that is like, you know, 15 years old, more than that actually, 25 years old, I'm sorry. 96, yeah, 25 years old. Things just kind of start breaking down. I think Animate 2020 or 2021, one of those two, rewrote most of the code, so I'm assuming that a lot of what I'm seeing here is not an issue anymore in those. Well, Toon Boom is like probably if you're an advanced user is probably better, but like Flash is easy to wrap your head around. You know, it's basically just Microsoft Paint but with frames. And it has most of the features that anyone could want. The only thing it really doesn't have is like the node layout and like the fucking like the advanced rigging tools and stuff, but it doesn't really need those. So I think for what it does, Flash is pretty good. Toon Boom has a very convoluted interface, which is great if you like that sort of thing, but I don't, which is why I still use Flash. Pretty much the only thing I use Toon Boom for is line art, and like, you can see what I'm doing right now. I haven't for this cartoon yet. That's just because Toon Boom has the cutter tool, bitch. Fuck, it's doing it again. There's a small pixel under the hair that isn't filled in. Like on the frame I'm currently working on? Because the frame I'm currently working on is not done yet. Still thinking about that video I saw of the fucking villagers singing KK metal. That was so fucking dumb. Imperfect synchronization too. Of course, nothing beats the classics. Go KK Slider. It's my fucking jam. Or Go KK Rider or whatever. The one that goes ba ba da ba 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 da 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 da. That one. Animal Crossing is very relaxing until you're starting to get the fucking fish. That's when you want to unlock the gun tool.
Just get good.
Okay, let's turn that all to 50% black. And now I have to individually turn each of the 24 frames into a graphic.
Well, have fun.
I have hotkeys for that on my remote now. I have one button that is just Control A, then I have another button that is just the Create Symbol button. One of these buttons is the Enter button, but I can't remember which one. It's that one, okay. Sounds like you need Hennessy. The alcohol? Now we have to color each of these 24 frames. How goes the blitzball, Michael, says Connor Thompson.
Oh man, I got like 7 matches left. But then I'm done, and I'll have Waka's super spin move fully powered up.
But before I do color the 24 frames, I have to go through each of the 24 frames and turn these red lines into groups so that when I turn all the black lines into blue lines, they don't also get turned blue. Hey guys, animation's tedious. I don't know if you knew this. It's really tedious.
You should replace it with robots. Place back the robot, and it'll animate.
What would you do if you had to play another season of Blitzball?
I might have to if I don't get that dice roll.
So Waka's ultimate weapon is just a drop?
I mean, no, but the upgrade for it is.
Oh, okay.
You have to unlock all of his overdrives, and then the upgrade for his ultimate weapon has a 50% chance to spawn in the league as the prize for the league tournament.
Alright, talk to you soon, Anthony. I was not planning to spend this entire stream on this walk cycle. You know,
Did you only animate like 2 frames last time?
It was like 5. This one was like 24, so like, you know.
Alright, you're getting there. That's like 2 seconds.
It's actually 1 second, because it's all in ones.
Oh. I thought you did 12 FPS.
It's effectively 12 FPS unless I do it on ones, in which case it is 24 FPS, which a lot of this cartoon so far has been on ones. Why did I do that to myself?
You're not animating at 60 FPS. You're not trying hard enough.
Break apart, okay.
Just have good keyframes, so the rest will do itself.
That is the mindset I should have, but I don't.
I've seen some crazy anime fight scenes. It's all keyframes, no in-betweens. You gotta pause it and go frame by frame to truly appreciate the art. I haven't done that in a while. Last time I did it was, I guess, Vivi. Really good animation, Vivi.
A lot of streaming services don't let you go frame by frame, and it's really infuriating.
Matt wouldn't know about that, though. He hates anime and the Japanese.
No, I don't. I just hate one of those things.
Well, I hope it's not the Japanese.
No, it's the anime.
Well, I will be back. Gonna go get a drink.
This shot is almost done. Convert all of these into movie clips. Movie clip. Style advanced. 60% alpha. 90% red, or sorry, 100% red plus 90. 100% blue plus 180. We turn the blending mode to darken. Then we duplicate the layer. Change all of those to 100% and overlay. And now, bam, he's colored. And look at how beautiful that looks. I love it, except that it looks horrible. I am missing...
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Matt recommended Phantasy Star 4. Is it like Phantasy Star on
It is nothing like Phantasy Star Online.
episodes 1 and 2 plus? That's too bad. Why is it called Phantasy Star then?
208. There we go.
Phantasy Star Online 2, it calls to me. But it's an MMO and I don't have friends, so... More accurately, I don't have friends who have time for an MMO. Neither do I have time for an MMO.
Yeah.
Does anyone really have time for an MMO?
No, not really.
I still never beat fucking Elder Scrolls Online. MMOs are a direct obstacle for me completing video games.
Okay, now we do the same thing with the highlights. We
I see you're having fun.
convert to frame, enter, next frame, select all, convert to frame, enter, or symbol rather, next frame, select all, no, wait. Yeah. Select all, convert to symbol, enter.
Yeah, the Halloween event in Pokemon Unite is bonkers.
Is it?
Yeah. Remember Sticks and Stones from Call of Duty?
Yeah.
Specifically, remember the Tomahawk?
Yeah.
It's like that. You can throw a pumpkin at someone, and like they'll drop all their points and won't be able to attack for like 6 seconds.
Holy shit.
And the cooldown is 6 seconds. So you can, as soon as they come out of the pumpkin, you can just throw another pumpkin at them, and it's just like a big pumpkin fight. It's pretty silly.
This seems like a cowboy duel, but with fucking pumpkins.
Yeah, man.
Whoever shoots first wins.
Whoever lands that pumpkin.
Okay, now we turn all of those. One of them is not a fucking symbol. God damn it. Which one is it?
Matt graciously upgraded his family plan. So now I can play N64 games. Do I access those by clicking on Super Nintendo Entertainment System?
No, it's a separate app.
Ah, I see. I never had an N64. Ah, there it is, Matt. Sin and Punishment.
I never had an N64 either. My first Nintendo console was a GameCube.
I had a Super Nintendo that was like my whole life. That was all I knew, because the internet didn't exist. It didn't exist in a capacity that I was able to use. Besides playing the occasional Korean free-to-play game. I had a Game Boy Advance, which was basically like the N64. And I had a GameCube.
I did have a Game Boy Advance, actually. I guess that was my first Nintendo console.
And my first games for it were Mario Sunshine and that Harry Potter Chamber of Secrets game, which, might I add, is bad. A lot of fun memories of that game. We replayed it like not too long ago, and it's bad.
Alright, well, that's the shot. 24 frames, all on ones of walking. Colored,
That's what's really
shaded.
important.
I deserve to win an award for this cartoon when it comes out eventually.
Maybe we'll get one.
If at least one episode of season 2 doesn't get the fucking front page on Newgrounds, I'm gonna be so mad.
Should I back up my save data? Probably should. Might as well, since I have that option. Wow! Animal Crossing DLC is in the expansion pack?
It is, yeah.
Why? Why only that? Why not the Smash Bros DLC? What? It's literally only the Animal Crossing DLC, huh?
Yeah. Alright, well, that's it for the stream tonight.
I don't even have Animal Crossing. Because it's $60.
It's too late now, Animal Crossing's over.
It's $60. Yeah, it's over. Too expensive when it's over.
Alright, that's the end of the stream. Thank you all for showing up. I'm gonna play video games because I'm tired now.
You gonna play Bully?
I am gonna play Bully.
You didn't beat up a single black person yesterday.
Michael.